And this cousin that you're referencing, Diamond, on the mother's side of your family or father's side?
This on my mother's side of the family. You know what I'm saying? This my cousin. Me and Diamond close. You know what I'm saying? She one of the cousins I trust the most. You know, if I come to the city to visit or anything like that, 'cause since I'm not living there, she'll open her home to me with no problem, pick me up everything. A lot of people act different with me when I come back now. They act like, I changed, but every time I came there, I was on, I'm a third street homie, you know what I'm saying? I'm third block, third street is where I grew up around. I grew up around Pierce Street on my grandma's house, but when I was on the southern side, it was nothing but Third Street. So I went to Whittier. I grew up a lot of people that passed away. Rest peace Taj, rest peace Ramil. I lost a lot of people, man, but I never changed. Every time I visited, the first place I went was Third Street. And my cousin, she don't live out there, you know what I'm saying? But, people know I ain't changed, man. It's just people want to think I changed. I never change who I am. And when I come there, I'm looking for people asking where they at. Do you want to go out to eat? You want to chill? But they be wanting me to go to the craziest place. They want me to go to the club. I ain't with that club stuff, man, because the weird part was as soon as the club opened up in my city, two of my day one homies died. My homie Ramil Ingram, which people know, and the first person that died was Taj Gibson. That was one of my homies I grew up with on Third. This ain't no, regular people I just went to school with. These people I actually grew up with since elementary. And as soon as the club opened up our city, they was the first two to die. Taj died, I think around like 2010, 2011. And my homie Ramil died, that's really like my brother. He died in 2016. And even after the club was closed down, they reopened it. And I'm like, man, so every time I visit, or even if I go to Atlanta, people want me to go to the club, I ain't with it. The club ain't nothing wrong with getting out and going to have fun, but the club ain't the same no more. You go there, people watching what you wearing. They look at the jewelry, they look at the car you pull up in, and it's not too many hustlers anymore. It's more jack boys. So if you go to the club, I really want to touch base on this, man. When you go to the club, you gotta be on point. It used to be you can go to the club and have some fun. It ain't like that no more. You used to go to the club and see a bad chick at the club. You go sit, eat with her. Now these people, when you go to the club, you got the gold digging females. Anything you can think of in the club you looking for in the street is all in one club. So if you go in the club, it's the pimps in there, the players in there, the gang members in there, the players, the jack boys, the jack girls, the crooked, the crooked people off the street. And they go to this club and then the bodyguards get paid off. And then when you walk in there, they close the door. And you in there with all these different types of people, man. You in there with everybody, anything you can think of that's bad in the street that you can't run into, it's all in one club. Then you got the bartenders and you got the people that will slip some of your drink. So when you go in there, they close this door, then they turn the music on. They turn the craziest music they can find in the club. As soon as it turn on, now people bumping into each other, they fighting, they hype off the music, people getting trampled on, and that's how you get killed. So when people ask me to go to the club, I ain't with it, man. I'm not with it. I'm not a club person. I'm a street person, but I'm not trying to go in the club and get caught slipping. It ain't me being scared, it's just me being on point, man. I move different from regular street people. I always watch my surroundings and where I'm at and where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? But the club ain't for me, man. Looking around and got over 1,000 some people in there and you just don't know what's gonna happen. And if you at the wrong place, wrong time, it's a wrap for you. If you don't believe so, look at Pooh Shiesty when he went to the club and, he almost got shot, fell and hit the ground. And, Gucci Man, he used to go to the club and people that, he got beef with on songs, they in there. So anything you can think of that you're looking for at the club, if you can't find the street, it's at the club. And it ain't good either, especially if you got problems. And I'm one of them people, I had problems in the streets before, and I don't want to run into my enemies in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being smart. It's bad enough if you run into them in the street, but in the club, nah, I'm cool.
Have you been requested to perform at a club?
Oh yeah. When I was dropping mixtapes back then, yeah. Shout out to Calico, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Calico, Swish Gang, whatever. I was with Calico. Calico knew me since I was 15. You know what I'm saying? He tried to get me to come to Club Mansion. And he was mad at me. Every year he was like, hey man, you got the music, come on, around New Year's Day, whatever. But the streets that messed me up so much with paranoia, he mentioned Club Mansion. And it was just tons of people in there, man. And even I seen Eldorado Red perform there one day. It was just tons and tons of people in there, and it had me looking on my shoulder, man, and he couldn't get me to go. Then by the time I was ready to go, Calico thought I was playing. So, you know what I'm saying? But he was trying to help me get my record played in the club. And he was like, man, you ain't got to worry about nothing, man. And he was trying to get me to go to Club Mansion Atlanta. I was like, man, bro, I'm cool, bro. You know, so I don't know if he gave up after a while, but it just like, man, that ain't me, man. I'm just going to put our music online and keep it pushing.
Well, what's your outlook at this point if you get requested to perform at a club? Given that you've already described how you feel about clubs from an angle of a non-performer, but what about from the angle of a performer? What's your take?
I ain't gonna tell people not to be scared to go get the money. You know what I'm saying? Lil Durk started off going to local clubs and everything and getting the money. A lot of artists. You know, I'm not gonna tell people not to get their money. My personal choice, I'm just not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And even arenas is dangerous now. So it don't matter where you perform at. Like after that Travis Scott situation, people falling out dying, and then a few artists got stabbed at their own show. You know, these fans be looking up to you like you an icon. They look at you like you a god or something. So I ain't with it, man. Right now, I'm gonna say right now, performing and doing music videos, I'm not with it. I'm just doing interviews because people love interviews. But interviews ain't gonna get me killed. No music videos and going to the club with music videos is bad right now. These artists are self-incriminating themselves. They claim they hustlers, but then y'all put weed, drugs, guns in the video, which to me ain't smart. The feds gonna be looking at it. And me coming from the streets to how to move and stuff, and the stuff I've been through, I actually, you know, been shot at before in the streets. You know, I done had people get shot in front of me, you know, when I was beefing with people. So just off of that alone, it's not gonna make me be dumb enough to get on a music video and act hard and put guns in the video, and then knowing I got enemies, and then they see that, they gonna take that as a threat. So that's why a lot of these artists are dying. I don't really think it's the music. I don't really think it's even the drill music. I think it'd be the music video.